Hey Nicole, it's Wednesday and I just got back from my tutoring job. I had to go this morning because kids are off school and so we're open and they're coming in the morning, which is fun. But it didn't suck today because I actually got to work with like SAT students. I didn't have to work with the little kids, so it was okay. But then they guilt tripped me into coming in Friday morning, so that sucks. I'm gonna have to work 9 to 1 again on Friday morning, and then I go to my serving job 4 to close. So I'm not too happy about that. I know normal people can handle this kind of thing, but I hate it. I don't like having 2 jobs. I don't like being this busy. Like, I can entertain myself just fine without having to run back and forth between stuff, you know? Like, 1 job is good enough for me, so I might have to do something about this. I'm really thinking about quitting, but I don't know. It's like I'll go in one day and I'll actually like work with a kid who like really appreciates learning this stuff, and you know, I can help them, and then I feel really great about the job. And then I'll go in other days and it's just like useless and a waste of my time. But anyway, so I saw your video you posted just now, or last night, I'm not sure when you posted it, the Neil Diamond song. No, don't hate me for saying that. Neil Young. That was good. You sing good, but I don't know that song because yeah, I don't listen to Neil Young. But your other songs, your song that you wrote after you called me freaking out, that was really good. I already told you this, but that was really good. I loved it. I already told you that I loved the line, "All we are is stories told through other people's eyes." Really good. And what was it? There's a piece of us that exists in stories told through other people's lips. Yeah, very, very, very good lines. And I don't know, like, you made me actually think about it. Like, when you first said on the phone with me about you don't want to be like a story that he goes and tells people, you know? And I'm like, you shouldn't care, but because I don't care what people think about me, but actually you're totally right when you put it that way. Like, part of who we are really is how other people see us. And that's interesting. So I really liked that song. I really, really did. Write more songs. And when you played Umbrella, at first I was like, this melody sounds like familiar, but I did not recognize it. And I do not listen to that type of music, I'm sure you know. So by the time you got to the chorus, I was like, oh my gosh. It was so funny because you made it sound like an actual song, like there was an actual meaning and everything. It didn't sound like a terrible pop song, so that was really cool. I've never like really listened to the words other than the umbrella part, so I actually kind of liked it. It was interesting. I liked it a lot. So do more covers and make them more awesome. Ow! I just hit my hand on my desk. Okay, so I think your cow Patronus is even funnier than my squirrel Patronus, but you're adorable and I love you. And I wish I could be like you and not eat the cows, because I like them too. I mean, you know, I like all animals, but I'm the world's pickiest eater and I'm a failure, so yeah. And I liked your story about like the meeting and how you were recognized for being good at your job. I totally understand why that would be your best day. Like I said, my job is not real, so it's nothing like that. But even at my tutoring job, like there are the days when my boss will be going over like the records that I just did with a student and like, you know, actually like acknowledge that I do a really good job and I do my job better than other people do. Which isn't actually to say that I'm teaching better, it's just to say that I'm filling out all the appropriate paperwork I should be, taking good notes and stuff, which is still not important, but at least she sees that I do it right, because I do get irritated. Like, we have these books for each student and you fill out on everything you're supposed to fill out on your day, and then you're supposed to be able to like look back and see what happened on like the previous days, and nobody fills things out like they're supposed to, and I do, so I'm awesome. But anyway, stupid work. So I just wanted to show you a couple things. First, today's awesome because I got a bunch of packages in the mail. Yay! Actually, they came yesterday, but I didn't get to open them because I spent the day in Orlando, which was fun. And I'll probably be calling you about it at some time. It's, again, nothing interesting to tell. Pretty much more of what I talked about last time on the exact same thing. So, I'll probably send you a text or something about it, actually. See what you think about that. But anyway, I did play mini golf when I was in Orlando. It was like water alligator themed. There was like a safari Jeep thing that got like, that was half in the water with like the doors open, like that it crashed and water was pouring out and there was like waterfalls. But they had live alligators and they were like babies and you could feed them, which we didn't. It actually seemed kind of mean because they put little hot dogs on fishing poles and you're just like dangling the pole down in front of like this big pile of them and then like until one can like grab it. And I hate feeding animals like that anyway because like you can never feed them all. But even just the idea that you're like dangling the food in front of their face and they have to like work for it, I don't know, it just seemed mean. But they were really cute. And there was one alligator I saw, like some of them were sleeping, some of them were awake, some were in the water, some were lounging on the sand, but one of them was laying down and he was sleeping and he had his head like up on a rock so that just like his chin was there and he was smiling. Like he had this total grin. He looked stoned. That's what I pointed out. That he looked totally stoned and like content. It was really cute. But anyway, so that was really fun. And the mini golf place was cool because there was a scavenger hunt. On your little scorecard, there was like these 6 items or something you're supposed to find and you were supposed to mark what hole you found them at, and the girl's like, you're not going to find them all. And so, of course, me and the guy I was with were like, yeah, we will. And no, we didn't. We tried really hard, and we found, I think, 5 out of the 6, and we were missing 1. So we might have to go back and play again and find the missing one. But that was cool, and he totally kicked my ass at mini golf, even though it was my idea, and I like mini golf, and he said he hadn't played in like 7 years. I knew I would suck at it. But it was really fun anyway. And then they had like this really pathetic little arcade, but they had an air hockey table. So we played air hockey and I kicked his ass in that, so that was exciting. But yeah. Anyway, back to the packages. I'm going to open them with you here because it's exciting and I didn't get in the batch of t-shirts that includes the ones I got for you yet, so I wouldn't open those, but I'm going to open these. It's actually more t-shirts and some games, but it's exciting. I'm really bad at these like bag things. I know they're supposed to be easier to open than boxes, but I still need scissors half the time. This isn't going to make me look very attractive, trying to rip open boxes. I got this from Threadless. That seems like your kind of site. I don't know if you look on there, but it's like people design their own shirts and stuff. So it's a giraffe holding books. How cute is that? Cute. I like it. Do we think it's going to fit? Actually, I think it's going to fit really good, so I'm excited. Yay. And then another t-shirt. This one's actually openable. It's another nerdy thing of mine that I'm into. It says keep calm and DFTBA. I'm excited. I'll wear that and my DFTBA bracelet. I've like not taken this thing off. I love it. Don't forget to be awesome. Oh, and this just fell out. I forgot I ordered this too. It's another bracelet. It says this star won't go out. It's actually, I guess, a foundation or a charity fund started by a family of a girl who died of cancer, so that's really sad. And I hadn't really heard of it. I mean, they have a lot of these kinds of things for people who die of cancer, right? That's horrible to say, but I just mean, like, I didn't really follow this particular one or anything, but I saw this on their website, and it was, this star won't go out. Like, that's a really cool slogan. I think that's awesome, so I had to get it. And I love Amazon. Whenever I see a package with the little Amazon arrow, I get so excited. Except that this time it's actually not books. I ordered games. I did order one book, but it was back ordered. So that's sad. I'm pretty sure it's not in here. I just cut my finger. I came pretty close. That really hurt. Okay. This is the game I was telling you about. I think I was telling you about it. You will be playing it with me because it's awesome. It's a word game. And so is the other one. Another word game. I actually went shopping at Toys R Us, Christmas shopping with Julio for him and AJ 2 days ago. And I bought another like word game for me. And me and my mom and Julio played it. And of course my mom sucked at it. But me and Julio ended up staying up like really late playing it a second time because it was really addicting. So I have lots of games that make you think that you're going to play with me because nobody in my family actually likes to think. So it's very hard to convince them to play these games with me. So you're going to play with me. And my final thing I wanted to show you, it's really exciting. First of all, at Toys R Us, I wasn't going to spend a lot of money on the kids, but I ended up buying Julio an electric guitar and an amp. Yeah, he wanted it, and I think it was actually more like my suggestion. I probably shouldn't have like taken him over to the guitar section and been like, ooh, pretty guitars, do you want one? Cause yeah, I mean, I spent like, it was cheap. I mean, it was Toys R Us, so it was not like a name brand, but I mean, it was a real guitar, like a legitimate guitar, totally the same as any other one, just not a good brand. Cause it costs $90, I think. And then I spent another $50 on the amp for him. And then of course more on like the cords to plug from the guitar to the amp and like a book on how to play. But I tried really hard to convince him to get an acoustic. I told him that was way cooler and then he wouldn't need the amp, but he wanted electric, so I got it for him. I was hoping if I could get him to get an acoustic and learn to play that like he could like make music for me and I could write songs, and that would be exciting because I always want to write songs and it's just really hard to just write the lyrics, you know, without the music. I mean, I'm sure you probably do know that. You probably write the music like first or at the same time, right? I don't really know how that works, but I've tried so hard to write songs and they come out so lame because there's no music. I can't hear it. Like I can sort of hear it in my head, but I wouldn't be able to express how I hear it to like you to make you write it for me, you know? Like I was thinking about doing that, like giving you the lyrics, but I know that wouldn't work. So this comes to the second part. I bought myself, you're gonna laugh at me, I bought myself a ukulele. And again, it's not a real, like it costs $25. So, and actually the strings are plastic, which Julio told me that's not right. But it's cool because that means they don't hurt my fingers. But in the videos I watch about like the people on YouTube, the one girl that I was talking to about, Lauren Fairweather, she plays guitar and then she bought a ukulele and started playing her songs on ukulele, and I love how it sounds. Like it's just the more fun, like random, weird, peppy songs. They just sound really cool. So I was like, I'm gonna learn to play this because in my head I was thinking that it was easier than guitar because it's smaller. I was thinking it was a lot easier. It does only have 4 strings, but it's not any easier, and you know me, I cannot play guitar. I don't know if you've ever tried to teach me. I think you might have, but so has Jonathan, and so has Paul, and probably other people, and it's not gonna happen. But I looked it up online, and I'm like, okay, even if I could ever remember the notes, I can't strum. That's like the basic part, you know, like I can't do this. I'm gonna stop hurting your ears, but I do love my ukulele, and I'm very determined that I'm gonna learn to play, but realistically, I know I won't because I am not musically talented. But if I could, then I could write cool songs. Anyway, I bought it for me, and I bought a second ukulele for AJ, and his is SpongeBob. It's bright yellow with SpongeBob's face. But again, it's the same thing. Like, it really works. So that's exciting because he loves music, and Julio plays all the, you know, drums and everything, and he gets jealous. And I bought him like toy drums and guitars and stuff before, but this is a real instrument that he can really play. So, and since it was only 25 bucks, it's okay if he like breaks it. So I think he's gonna be excited, and then me and him can jam out on our ukuleles together. Yeah, I can't do it, but I have a feeling he will get better at it before I do, which is sad. But ukulele, yay! Yay for music! Maybe someday I will learn to play and I will be cool and write songs like you. And now the only thing I could possibly have left to say is a question. You didn't ask me a question, and I really can't think of one. I could pause this and think of one, but I'm already over 15 minutes, so I think I'm just gonna leave this like this, and it's your turn to ask a question. All right, bye!